Good afternoon, everybody. It's Saturday. I was just about to say Saturday morning then. See what time it is. I've got so much to do today. It's unbelievable. 20 to 1. Right. I've just picked up another 2 pallets. Well, if you can call that a pallet. That one and the one there. Which, if you've been watching me for a while, I made that composting bin, and I want to make another one there and another one there. So I've got 2 pallets there. I've got that pallet there and that pallet there. So I can put one across there, one across there, one across there, one across there. And all this wood, I can actually put it on top of it. If it's long enough, is it? If it isn't, that board there should be long enough. So I can just lay it on top and put the wood on top of that. And then we shall have to move the birds a little bit. We can start cutting some of these branches down here and move the birds over to here. We'll see anyway. So I need to move all this and all this out here. Let's get on it. There we go. As you know, well, some of you know, I have got a bit of a problem here. You can see that I've got a bit of a slope there, and there's that cherry tree stump. I've tried digging the ground out. I can't. It's just roots, tree roots. So I'm just going to sort that out, get a pallet and try and run it from there to there. Right, as you can see where the tree stump is, there, it just fits in that little gap there. As I was coming in this morning to the allotment site, just outside there, there's all houses, and a guy had these outside saying free firewood. That's the only one that is whole. I think he's just been taking them all apart and using the wood for something, and he couldn't take that apart without the wood splitting. So, after taking some of these pallets apart myself, I've ended up with quite a lot of these, and I saved them, which I'm glad about, because I'm going to put them under there to level that up. That'll do for now. Right, if I do that vertically this way, it's going to be sticking out too much, so I've stood it on its end. It's a bit higher, but that doesn't matter. It's not exactly how I wanted it, but we've got to do what we can do, unfortunately. Right, I don't like it, but it's going to have to do. Unless one of them pallets are smaller. But because of the slope, you can see the big gap there underneath, but at least it's not sticking out too much. Let's see if that other pallet's a bit smaller. So I thought I'd start digging down there, just to see if I can get past these roots, and I found a big brick. probably can't see any of that, I'm probably in the way. But you can see I'm trying to dig down. Then there won't be so much of a gap at the front. Right, that's 10 times better than it was. I'm glad I was able to dig down there a bit. So now I'm just going to fix it to that other pallet, them two pallets together. By fixing them together, makes them a bit more solid so that I can move them to where they want to be. I don't really want to show you because it looks horrible, but I'm going to. Haven't finished it yet, obviously. I've been able to fix all the pallets, well, except for that last one there, together. Might look all right to you, but it don't look all right to me. Yeah, I need to push that one back a bit, and then I can fix that side one. Now, if you remember that side one that I had, and I left that to last on purpose, it hasn't got any bits of wood on it. So what I'm going to do is get things like this here. These, I've got bits laying all over the place. Even though they might not be long enough, I can I can attach them like in the middle across to the end. Unfortunately, like I said, that one was the only one that was a whole one. I dug a hole for it and I didn't need to. Oh, look. I hate disturbing them. I am stood basically 6 foot away from them. Anyway, got to get on. That little table thing that I had, I picked it up to move it and it fell to pieces. So, I can't get me. Is that better? Yeah. So, what better wood to use? Oh dear, I'm not 100% happy with them. But, they are going to have to do. I've made them quite tall instead of long because they're not, I can't have them any wider than that. Oh, sorry. So now I had to attach that to there before I put the slats of wood on. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get in. Oh, it is so hot today. It's unbelievable. Right, now for the tidying up bit, meaning tidying all that up to make it look better. Right, the two tabletop things, the shelf and the tabletop, I've like fixed them together and just screwed them on there for now. I'm thinking about putting hinges on that bit, then I can just swing it open. Yeah, but it looks better, doesn't it, than it did a minute ago. What on earth I'm going to put on as a doorway here, I don't know, because that is like really wide. So I'm going to have to try and have a chat with my friend that does the fencing and see if he can find anything for me. I don't know how well you can see it there, but let's have a look from this side. I can't get too much. I can't get too far over here. So it's not too bad. Like I said, they're not very wide, but at least they're taller. But that one is like the end result, so I'm going to put everything in there, and then in springtime I'm going to move it from there to there, and then next autumn or roundabouts I'm going to move it from there to there, and then I should have compost after that. And I've just had a brainwave. Yes, there is a gap down the back there. But as you can see, that's because this fence is supposed to be pulled up like that. It is my fence, I built it. So I might see if I can pull it up further and somehow attach it to that, attach that bit to that. If not, I can throw all me old bits of wood down there. I've now put that shelf thing on top there. I hope you can see that all right, and that is going to store some of the wood. If the bird things are a bit too low, then I shall move them onto a different branch. I'm going to have to start cutting some of this back anyway, so it's getting a bit low, but there is another branch over here. So we can easily move them over. But let's just get tidied up first. I've now screwed that onto there, and at the back, so as it makes a proper sturdy shelf. Like I said, I can put my long bits of wood on there. Right, there we go. A little sparrow sat there thinking, what is going on? What is this? I think it must be their feeding time. Look, they're all coming down. I'm going to leave them for a short while. Right, we're going to go around. I only came round to do a harvest. And I thought, take my tripod and my phone with me. Then you can see. Right, let's go get something done. Right, so far I've got one tiny cabbage and a bit of kale. Cabbage, kale. And I got the cabbage out of here and the kale in there. Didn't really want to take you in there. Right, let's go down and see if we've got any courgettes. We've got two small ones on that one. And a small one on that one. Nothing to write home about. French beans. I haven't got a lot on here at all. They're not growing very well. A tiny picking of French beans, but that'll do for somebody for a meal. Ladyfinger radishes. They're not quite big enough, but you see that one? There's a couple that I can pick. Oh heck, it is a couple as well. There we go, that'll be enough. I got 2 onions down there, which look, I don't know, almost ready to pick. They're not quite flopped over. I think that one is on its way. But I've got a couple of tomatoes on here, not many. Now my runner beans, I've got loads on there. because I haven't picked them for a few days. So I'm going to get on with that and show you what I've got at the end. So I'll just show you me, lift you up over the fence. I'll show you the tomatoes that I got. As you know, I grow my tomatoes really round at the big garden. And these were just the odd plant that I had left. So that, yeah, that's my tomatoes. Not quite red, but I'd rather pick them before the bugs get them. And they can sit on the windowsill and go red. A nice little box there of runner beans. Put my hand there, you can see quite a lot there. Right, you might want to come and watch me pick my cucumbers. Because what I've done is I've grown them on the floor, as you can see. And I should get at least 10. So, very carefully, I'm going to set you up here. Hang on a minute. Just have to make your legs a bit longer. Right, where can you see to? Out there. And where can you see to back there? There. Okay, I'll just go in the middle and I'll show you. I'll pick a couple. Been stung by a stinging nettle. Ouch. Right, out of that small area, so I got 3 nice ones. I'm going to get on it. There's my cucumbers picked. I can't get into them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I normally pick about 10 a day, but then I didn't come down yesterday to pick them. Right, what's next, you ask? My corn. More of that has got to be ready. Blimey, I have got a freezer full already, but that's what I wanted. I've got a small spaghetti squash growing there. As you can see, I've picked a lot here. Right, let's get in there. 1, ha ha ha. 2, ha ha ha. 3, ha ha ha. Alright, we'll stop playing silly games. Right, that's what I can get to. I've got one here that's grown out of its casing. I'm presuming I left that bit too long, but I'm going to open that up there and see what it looks like. I know it's not going to be edible, but let's just have a look at it. Oh, blimey. Oh, I could dry that off and use it for seed. That looks fine to me, except for that bit of dirt in there. Yeah, I'm going to dry that off and save it for seed. Right, we're in the raspberry cage, and as you can see, look at the size of that one. These never make it home, because I just, as soon as I pull them off, I eat them. Oh, blimey. Oh, up Daisy. Normally I share them with Boris, but he's not here. So guess what? I'm not sharing them with him. Don't drop any. Oh my God. You can guess exactly where they're going. Right, it's knocking on a bit. I'm really late. It's 4:45. I normally leave here at 2:45. Oh, and my back's hurting. So from sunny Weymouth, I'm going to bid you all bye-bye. Bye-bye.